Hello there, and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we take a look at the 1993 Subaru Legacy Wagon GT. Yeah, another Subaru Legacy takes on the course. We haven't had one of these since one of the very first episodes, actually. The saloon version of this car took on the course, now the Wagon version's going. Admittedly, this doesn't have racing modification, but it should still be pretty quick. Four-wheel drive, 381 horsepower, 1,237 kilos. Let's do it. Let's see how the bigger Subaru gets along. It is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Ford GT90 at 28.180. This vehicle unlikely to beat that. In terms of where this is going to go, well, the Legacy Touring Sports RS, with the saloon version, 30.037. Now, this probably won't be beating... What we got in this? 5-speed. Okay. This probably won't be beating that, but then again, that was one of the very first cars to go around, so who knows, really. What else have we had? I think we had a stock, yeah, stock WRX Wagon, 29.936. I think this is going to be low 30s. That's my guess on this one. If it's anything over a low 30, there's a problem. I will say, 1,237 kilos in this doesn't weigh nearly as much as I was expecting it to. To be honest with you, that's like sort of Skyline territory for how much it weighs. So weight's definitely not going to be an issue here. 31.070. Obviously, we're going to get a bit more out of this than that. This is, I think, the weakest Legacy in the game. There's quite a few Legacies, 96 and 97 models. And then there is the updated models with the B4s and stuff, which they're going to be hella fun. I love that model of Legacy. This Legacy, like, it's alright, I'm just not really... It's a bit guppy looking for me. I don't think these have aged particularly well, unlike the later models, which I think have really become very, very useful saloon cars. And wagons to an extent. This one, not so much. It's got quite a, like I say, it's got a guppy face on it. Which is weird, because the previous generation of Legacy had quite a good sort of, how do I want to say, like almost intimidating look to it, the Colin McRae style Legacy. 30.170, so that's pretty much sort of the region I was expecting this to land at. A little bit understeery, as all Subarus are, but it's definitely not anything you can't deal with. Really nice driving car, as you'd expect, really, from a Legacy. Or from a Subaru in general. They're all pretty nice and similar. I'm curious to see what the Forester will be like when that comes round. Because the Forester's sort of like a little bit of a middle ground between an Impreza and a Legacy. It's sort of a more jacked up Impreza, but of course it's not as hefty as the Legacy, so it'll be an interesting comparison between those two. I have no idea if the Forester in this game is a manual or not, though. That probably makes the difference in terms of gear ratios and stuff. Very slightly slower out there. Very consistent car, though. You've got to admit the lap times are consistent. That could go a little bit quicker, but I don't think by much. But that's still a very, very impressive run, to be fair. Yeah, no, it's a good car. It really is a good car. I can't say you'd really expect it not to be a good car, because we know Subarus are really one of the cars that are absolutely at home on this track, so... Yeah, I actually thought that last lap was significantly quicker than the previous one, but apparently not. The first sector was. Yeah, I think without hitting that wall, maybe we could be talking sort of under 30 club, but it would have only just snuck in there, even if it was going to. A 30.170 will place this into 39th place. It goes in between a Lancia Delta HF Integrale and a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 2. Not bad company to keep, really. Slightly slower than Toyota Celica GT4, of course slower than the saloon version of this car, slower than WRX Wagon. All of that to be expected to be perfectly honest. That has gone pretty much where it should do, given its performance. No, really solid, good car. I also have realised the cars it's gone in between, both of them were a very similar shade of blue. So, quite a blue lineup there. But yeah, anyways, a really good car. Can't fault it. If you need a used car in this game, you really can't go wrong with a Subaru. And, well, I mean, maybe with like the Clios and Vivios and stuff, but we don't talk about those. Yeah, really good car, liked it, and looking forward to driving some more Legacies. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.